Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Leo for the month of June 2022. It is a general reading. That being said, it may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't sound like it's your story, check your other placements. Your messages could be there. Now, first of all, I have two little dogs over here. But they're being good. They're being good. Hopefully they won't jump out onto the cards. Now, for this reading, I am using a combination of the Astrodice, which is here, and the Tarot dice in the center. I am also using fortune-telling cards and tarot cards. So let's begin. Beginning with the Astrodice, we are in the 6th house here. We also have Sagittarius and we have Mercury. It could be that with the energy of Sagittarius, it could be that you value truth and honesty above all else, and it's like maybe you go to the extreme on something, especially with that 6th house being there, because when you're upset you might have the tendency to go to the extreme with the 6th house being there. Now, of course, we have Mercury here, so how you think, how you plan, how you solve your problems, you know? I mean, this is either your energy or it is theirs. So if you would have thought something just seemed too good to be true, you'd have never stopped questioning it, or I mean, it could be them. Especially in love and romance like this. I feel like this knowledge is deeply desired. I feel like you think about this a lot, even if you're not together anymore, you or them. Let me see. Mercury. It could be with Mercury showing up here, you are trying to solve a problem. Now, okay, so Mercury in the 6th house and Sagittarius, you're trying to solve a problem, something that's been paining you, hurting you, an emotional injury perhaps that you are carrying, a wound with the 6th house. Yeah, I feel like there's something you either wish to communicate to someone, you or them. Maybe this is them wishing to communicate to you because they are carrying an emotional pain or hurt, and maybe they want the truth. So understand, this can go vice versa. So it's possible with the Mercury being here that someone may have received a message and the message is like going through this person's mental process, you know, they're thinking through it, trying to reason, trying to be logical, or maybe they need to be or apply logic and reason to something. Maybe maybe if there's emotion involved or a wound involved, they may have the wrong perception of something. So, yeah, look, see, Earth is here. Earth is asking this person, whoever it is, you or them, to apply logic, reason, and common sense to something. It has to do with a path that this person feels has been blocked for them. But if they look at it, because they're looking at it through the eyes of a wound, they're not really seeing that they have the actual key to open this door. Instead of seeing the positive in this message, they're looking at the negative, because this key offers them an opportunity to open something, but they're, excuse me, I'll be right back. Yeah, sorry about that. I had a tickle in my throat. Anyway, so they're seeing it as being blocked. Whoop. And, but I feel like it's like an illusion, because they actually do, the cards are saying they actually do have the key. You see, how you manage something, you or them, will play a very important role here. You're missing an important piece of information, or someone is, they are, having to do with a cycle. So look back over the cycle, because the answer you seek is behind you, is what they're saying. You or them, whoever this is. At the heart of this reading, we have the wolf. No surprise there. And so the wolf is not trusting. They may feel that the other person is out to hurt them. Maybe what I feel is that this wolf caused this tower to happen and then pulled back and watched. That's what I think. They show me an image of that going on. Okay, so but yeah, and then it was like, okay, so what happened is they caused the tower, and then, well, simply because they see it as being blocked, so they're in the Eight of Swords energy, which just happens to be here, okay? And so they cause the tower, they bring in the tower because they feel somebody might hurt them, so they've got their guard up. They withdraw and they go dead silent. And so there's been this pause, because this is a card of a pause, a break, and somebody thinking of coming out of that pause and moving again. So they pause by the water. So they're sifting through some very deep emotions with the moon. Okay, so they could realize that, see, they were suspicious of something here with this Nine of Swords in the reverse on the Nine of Cups and the High Priestess. I feel like they were missing information having to do with something they were initially wishing for. But it's like they backed out of, because they figured that this door was not really open to them. They didn't see it as being open because of a wound, because of trust issues, really. I feel like, yeah, see, look, they gave up right at the final hurdle, this card, or dice, is telling me. They're in the Nine of Wands, and the stance that they have is they're holding on really to an experience they had in the past that still bleeds. They're still wounded. They're looking to the past, and they're holding on to that one thing. And maybe they've been hurt before, and so they're looking back. they're in the pause. See, there's the pause, Four of Swords, and this Knight of Cups. Okay, they're in the pause. They're looking back, and they're not sure if they will ever get their wish, because the wish is on its side. They're not sure they'll get it. I feel like they're here. This person, when they left, you see, there was a standoff, a conflict. There was no real strategy to this, so they never really thought about it. There was a conflict here in the past, but there was deception surrounding this. I feel that they may have deceived themselves. So, and this would have happened in the moment by, emotions, because they couldn't see their way through the dark. They couldn't see the key. So what all they saw when they looked at this situation, all they saw was all those swords. That's what they saw. That's what was going on inside of that person. Fear. Born from some traumatic experience that they're holding on to here, that kind of caused all of this chaos. It caused them to say something probably that they didn't really mean, but they brought it to an end and you weren't expecting it, or this is vice versa. This is somebody attacking the other and they don't see it coming, And so we have the make amends card on this. So it looks like this person is thinking of coming forward to make amends. They've got information that they want to share that you don't have, most likely, which is what caused all of this in the first place. And so they're sitting back as the wolf, watching, waiting. They have this idea in their mind of, this is like the pre-manifest. It's planning, establishing a clear vision is what they're doing. And there could even be a recognition that thoughts become things. So they may have come to that realization. And this is connected to the Eight of Swords. Realizing that, these thoughts, these experiences were dictating to them, were the cause of their reaction to something. So here they are establishing, they're in the wolf energy, sitting back here in this wolf, Knight of Cups, watching, maybe waiting for that right moment. Yes. Waiting for that right moment. The Wheel of Fortune is showing up here. So there's another opportunity for this person to go with the flow, to trust in the intuition, and to release the fear and anxiety. It could be that they didn't pay attention to any signs. They weren't listening to the intuition here. They were listening to the fear. They were listening to the emotions, to the subconscious from past experiences, or a very traumatic one that is still with them. There's a realization that they've been dishonest with themselves, and that what was going on in the mind here was the block, actually, or was blocking them from their happiness, from the wish. And by the way, whoever this is, you are getting a wish. You have the Nine of Cups and you have the Star here. Really, it's simply a question of that Eight of Swords. That's the root. Removing the blindfold, looking and seeing what they have been in denial of or have been too afraid to look at. And so getting honest. Yeah, see, they've been running from an experience, long held beliefs about specific things, you know, relationships, material world. They've been avoiding to look at it, and there's a realization that that action, it's like they hung themselves. And with this realization, because they've always had the key, and when they realize that, this is where change happens. And this is where the wish comes. This is where the new beginning is, or where it all begins. So we have an expression of love coming in, a new opportunity, something that is greatly valued. And with this being taken care of, can now also be very successful. This person is here now for the long haul. This is about a commitment. This is about committing. So, expect news. That is what I have for you. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you.